an evil world we live in.
Don't listen to this, I'll beat you up. like that's how I feel how he says, you know, like that's why he even, it's when the woman said if I slept with 50 men, and I don't know what he did, but it's as if he was like, next question. You know, you feel me like it's his opinion, so he doesn't care about yours.
If it's your opinion, you can talk yourself, but if you have a conversation with someone, you should have a conversation, not just...
So, have you heard of Andrew Tate?
I've just seen the name somewhere, but I don't know who the guy is.
So you know nothing about him.
No.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's watch the first video.
Then you always say no. It's like, should I?
No. Yeah, the first one.
We change that. You will only even acknowledge he exists if he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him. Neither will any other female. So for women to come along and pretend they give a about the fact that most men are basically invisible. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today. You can be a 4, overweight, fat, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the club and nobody even talks to them. If they try and talk to a girl, they get blanked and ignored and told to most men are absolutely and utterly invisible. This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to sit here and complain about the top 2% of men. I've dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to. So if you just sit here and say, I'll get a G, a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would. Yeah. But if a guy who wanted to have days off all the time, he never would have got important enough in the first place to attract a woman like you. And that is the reality. As a man, it's player versus player. It's ultimately competitive. And as a man, you have to outcompete the other men who are prepared to get up and do it anyway. That's how it works. There's no such thing as saying, I'm sad, I need 2 weeks off. Not as a man if you want to be important. I mean, if 12 tigers attack me and I manage to defeat 11 in unarmed combat with my Aikido and the last tiger gets my neck, that's a fine way for Tate to die.
You cheated, you cheating. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch! Why would you suck dick for free?
Because I love doing it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I love sucking dick. Why would
You have no future with these men, so why not at least get paid for it, right?
I am getting paid for it on fucking OnlyFans. I don't need them to pay me. I make way more than they could ever give me.
They get paid twice. I don't believe in depression. Don't message me about depression because I don't believe in it. If you're asleep in your bed in the middle of the night and you hear a noise and you believe in ghosts, now you're afraid. But if you don't believe in ghosts, it's the wind and you go back to sleep. You give the ghosts power by believing in them. Your house is only haunted if you believe in ghosts. Belief is a powerful thing. If I were to stand in front of you and I were to tell you that I could punch you as hard as I can in your sternum, and I could fracture it and send a splinter into your heart, would you allow me to try? You wouldn't, because you know I believe I can. I believe I can hurt any man on the planet, and that's why people are...
Maybe you would pass a bit forward into the video. So what's your first reaction of this personality? What would you think that what type of person he is?
I don't know, it feels like...
Motivational speaker?
No, there's no motivation there. Nothing motivated
So like,
me.
give me your reaction. What would you
but
think?
there is something like he's trying to coach people in this.
Yeah, but he's coaching in... do you say he's confident? Or he's like pushing it? Like, if you don't listen to me... Because that's how it feels to me. Like, hey, you have to listen to me. You have to take in the words I'm saying. Because motivational speakers, they surely can't tell you what they are to tell you, yeah?
What do you think about what we just watched? Just 2 minutes of this.
Yeah.
Or you want to watch more? You want to watch a bit more?
No, it's okay, it's okay. I don't know, it also seems he tries to show people they do wrong a bit. Like, that's why I don't know if I can call it mentoring or coaching, as we said.
Yeah,
because he takes some situations, and just wants to show people, hey, you don't do that, or your opinion is this, but it's not true. It should be that. Yes, John said a bit. Yeah, actually.
For me, it feels he's trying to push a word into me.
So okay, let's.
We don't know who's the guy.
I don't know the guy.
Okay.
Then we can get a full, let's say, reaction of this.
And is he rich?
We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's not. Let's just after this.
Afraid of me. And you believe depression is a crippling disease, and that's why you're afraid of it.
What would you do if I wanted to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans, as long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Doing a video photographer to get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. Huh? If my chick said I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand, all right, give me 8. All right, cool.
Why would, what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
You're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans, you're selling my product. What the fuck?
Your products?
Yes,
The
correct.
woman is not- she's not
Next
your
question.
possession. No. Gee, I don't know if you're being serious.
I'm totally serious. How would I let my chick do OnlyFans and keep all the money? That's disrespectful.
What woman is ever going to give you that?
Then she better not do OnlyFans. Duh.
Imagine one day you're sitting in Paris and having a fucking coffee, and terrorists roll through with AKs, and the person next to you has their brains blown out. You're gonna stand there and be like, waiting to die like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, bang, oh, I've seen that before. Okay, boom, boom, duck and dive in, take one terrorist out, next get the AK, go Rambo, take out all of fucking Pakistan with the Jeep. I don't think the world has ever been equal. That the modern society we live in has been built by men. Let's cut the crap. All the roads you see, all the buildings you see, everything around you, men built. All of it. When women come along and say, oh, we're just as important, you are just as important, but you do had a completely different role. You fulfilled a different role in society. And I think now, if you look at the roles of society, I believe men are still doing their job, but I don't know if women are doing their job. Men are still out here building the modern world. But when they come home now, the girl's like, oh, why should I cook for you?
Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50 men? I'm a high value woman, right?
How can you be high value if 50 men have helped you do that?
If I've just been single for a long time. Why is that unacceptable?
Somewhere on this planet,
Okay, so what do you not think about Andrew Tate?
I see he tries more to show some men's power of a woman, let's say, because mostly he brought up topics with women and okay, he's very confident, but confident in the way that he tries to put his opinion on other people also, you know. And yeah, mostly transgender, you say? Like between genders, yeah?
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
maybe just gender, like he's putting the male gender above
women, yeah.
Okay. I
John?
just want your opinion.
For me, it feels a bit ignorant. Yeah, like it doesn't care about your opinion.
Say your mind.
Yeah.
Exactly, he doesn't care about other opinions.
That's how he talks.
Like
yeah.
his opinion is the only right opinion.
Yeah, that's how he takes himself. Because I guess if you ever tell him, hey, you're wrong here, I guess he'll never accept it. He feels as such a person, you know. He'll have to explain whatever he'll do to tell you what he says is right. I don't know if he'll prove it, but that's how it feels. Yeah,
like you cannot argue with him because
I wouldn't also have the time to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your first opinion, right, about Andrew Tate. Right? But in this, let's say, space of 5 minutes video we watched, did you take any points that he made that you're like, okay, fine, this, although he might sound ignorant, but this is actually good advice?
There are some of them which, to some bit, make sense. For example, when he said, if you're in a coffee shop and there's someone next to you, head is blown up, I'll run. I'm a Kenyan, but now till only that bit where he said I wouldn't just stare there and say, oh shit, no, I'll run. Till that bit where he said you have to react, action, reaction. I'm out, but I wouldn't start taking the gun and trying to pretend I can shoot, or fight with the terrorists. For him, maybe he can.
Did you any good positive message from that?
The one which didn't concern women, which was the one with the ghost.
The ghost.
Like if you believe in something, you see it. If you don't know it exists, you know you won't expect things.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because it's also funny. If he said all these things in a very calm manner, will people still listen to it?
That's the question, right?
Because he really He's showing that masculinity in every word he says.
True, true.
There's a sense of, if you don't listen to this, I'll beat you up. like that's how I feel how he says, you know, like that's why he even, it's when the woman said, if I slept with 50 men, and I don't know what he did, but it's as if he was like, next question. You know, you feel me, like it's his opinion, so he doesn't care about yours.
If it's your opinion, you can talk yourself, but if you have a conversation with someone, you should
But
have a conversation, not just...
In my reality, if I met such a person, I'll just ignore.
Okay.
That's my, I'll ignore you.
Let's go to another video that I want you to watch, then we can get maybe more clearer picture.
Okay.
Let's go to video 2.
I feel he's a rich guy. That's why all the confidence.
$800 million.
It's his net worth.
You talk a lot about purpose, why we are created as humans and why we're here. Like, what is the purpose of life? Why have we been given life?
I think we're here to struggle and to learn. I don't think we're here to be happy. That's why when we keep going back to the happy argument, I've always found that kind of frustrating and annoying. When someone goes, oh, but I want to be happy. Why? Why? Why do you want to sit there and laugh? Like you were happy your entire childhood. That's your happy days. You're allowed to be happy as a kid. It's all over now, right? You're a man. You have responsibilities. I think we're here to do important things, and important things are going to be difficult, and they're going to be hard, and you're going to get frustrated. But that's what gives you purpose. I think we're here to struggle. I think we're here to endure pain. I think we're here to just see how hard we are to kill. I think that going through terrible things and living through them and coming out the other side is one of the most fantastic things about being human. I think that it's almost like once you understand what life is really about, there's no emotion which isn't enjoyable. The only emotional state which can be seen as detrimental is feeling nothing at all. But if you're sitting at home and you're feeling truly heartbroken, at least you're feeling something, right? And I think that's the whole part of being human. I think we're here to struggle. I think we're here to go through pain. I wake up each day and go, what can I attack? What problem can I solve? And look at history. Why did Genghis Khan wake up and want to conquer the whole world? Why did Napoleon conquer the world? Why did Alexander the Great conquer the world? You just wake up and just say, give me this, give me that. I want all of it. There's an army there. They're really big. We're better. It's intrinsic. You need to go and conquer. That's the purpose of life.
Do you believe that God created us? So why did God create us to struggle?
Because if you don't struggle, you don't learn. God created us to learn and understand ourselves and understand other people and understand the world. And what did I say earlier? I said that you don't.
I was trying to look for a video without this background noise, but it was difficult. Now, what do you feel about Andrew Tate?
With what he said here, I mostly agree. Like when I was listening, I was like, yeah, it's true. In my opinion, I just don't agree of the aim he's saying. Like the aim is struggle. Because, he says the aim is a struggle and to learn from the struggle, which is true, but for me, the aim is not the struggle. Like, for me, the aim is freedom, mostly, and like you choose how you want your freedom to look like, you know, because there are people who might, if you want to achieve big things and have a lot of money, because this is our tool, like we need money, you struggle, it's true. You'll learn, it's true, but that wouldn't be the aim, you know. There are people who don't want to have a lot of money, but they just want to be happy, as he said, it doesn't exist. And maybe they'll struggle less, you know, but everyone has some struggles in life anyway. So I just don't agree with the aim, personally, but most of the things I agree.
So, do you have a different, let's say, take, or has your opinion changed versus the first video about him?
I don't watch motivational speaking. For me, it's procrastination.
No, but do you think this is motivational speaking?
It's written even down there.
No, but talking about the title, right?
No, because the idea is why does he tell you that? So that you can continue struggle to make a better tomorrow for yourself, yeah? But I usually don't listen to them because I had a period of life I used to listen to them to motivate myself. But I realized I was just procrastinating. I used to say, yeah, I'll do it. But then tomorrow comes, I do nothing. So my only motivation is usually, tomorrow is the first day of the rest of our lives. So let me do my best.
So again, it's more personal. Like each of us has different motivation, let's say.
For me, actually.
You know?
Mr. Producer, let's put one more clip,
you're
right?
laughing all the time.
No, I'm not laughing. I just want to get your reaction, right? Because Andrew Tate, right? If you have not heard about him, right? his main message is to young men who feel disenfranchised, who feel alone, who feel like they don't have a voice, and he speaks to mostly about men's issues. Mental health, self-improvement, accountability, taking responsibility for yourself, looking after your family. This is his core message, right? This is his core message. The first video I played, the message was taken out of context, right? Just videos clipped together, so you have this reaction like, oh, who is this guy? What the hell, right? But the second message, right, you kind of maybe took time to listen to it, maybe the tone of the message, plus you got context. You heard the question that was being asked, right? It was like, why do you think we are here on the planet? So you had context, and then you have the first video out of context, right? So I'm going to play another video.
And I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for. I would never let a woman pay for a bill. I would never let a woman, if someone touched any of my women, I would stand up against 10 men by myself and risk my life to protect her. Women are the most precious
things. This was, now, do you still think he is trying to put dominance against women? How do you feel about this statement? Women are the most precious things on the planet.
I feel deeply. No, like he deeply has
Connection.
no, and that he goes to this extreme again. Like he says things which you can listen to him right now. It's like he's protecting women, and you're like, yeah, that's good, But then I still think he might have some, I don't know how to call it, not like issue, but some, like he was brought up in some environment that influenced him, and by saying this, like he's protecting women too much, he tries to
cover up. Wait, are you looking for the word insecurities? He has some insecurities about his upbringing, or
maybe because sometimes by saying some things and trying to convince other people, you're repairing yourself inside.
Maybe, okay.
Now, maybe going into another topic, but because if I listen to him like he's protecting women, everyone would rather say like, okay. So now I change my mind and I don't think anymore that he's against women or because he's saying good things, but he's going again into some extreme,
Do you feel women are the most precious things on the planet?
We're all precious. Their own levels.
Exactly, because exactly. He's going into extreme.
No, it's not extreme, but if that's his statement, well and good. But we are all precious.
Yeah.
We should take care of women, and women should take care of us.
This is what I
At the end of the day, the guy has money, so he'll pay all the bills for the woman. But if a guy is broke, the woman will pay her own bills.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reality.
Because by saying that, he also limits women, kind of,
By saying women are the most precious.
No, but the things he said following, like protecting in any...
Providing.
Yeah.
Because for real, it's true. As me, if somebody will try, like a group of 10 men will try beat up Bobo, I'd better hold a hand and run, because I'm totally sure I won't manage to beat up 10 boys.
Yeah.
Everyone has to speak of their own reality. That guy is a kickboxer. Might try finesse all of them. I'm not sure.
And every woman would be also happy with that, Yeah.
Everyone speaks for himself.
Of course. Like let's cut out, let's say, fantasy and reality. If 10 men are attacking my woman, the first thing I'm making sure my woman gets out of that place, right?
Exactly.
But I think the extreme is taken if the worst came to the worst, right? You could not, let's say, escape together, right? If you wanted to slow down the guys, what would you do as a man?
I'll try my best to beat up them.
So you see, the same. It's extreme, probably, right? But this is what he's trying to say, right? The core values he's trying.
It's true, but then at the end of the day, you have to see your strong play. Like, it's a quick reaction. So what does your head tell you as the first thing? Yeah, because for me, my first reaction would be trying to defend my girlfriend in front of 10 people. I'm sure I might not manage if these guys are buffed. Like, if it was one of you guys, I have no chance. So the only option I have, I'm a Kenyan, can run. So take my woman and I put her on my back and
But okay, now your first thought is how to make her.
Because the first reaction is, what are you capable of? It's the same as in life. If I was to think of a situation in your life where only your qualities of what you know and what you don't know.
What's
now
the best solution
exactly.
out of? Yeah,
it's not about as you say. Let's remove the let's remove the reality and the fantasy. But at the end of the day, it's only usually your strong points. What are you good in? How can I manage to solve this situation with what I know?
As a Kenyan, you can run. Okay.
we know already.
But what about Bobo? What's happening to Bobo?
Her legs that day will run. I'll try my best because there is no way I'll manage to fight 10 men. Or either I take the attention of the 10 men and she escaped.
Okay.
Yeah, that can be an option.
I think it's still the same. Yeah. Okay, if you think about it, it's
like protecting women.
Yeah, protecting women. It's the same. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Traditional values, right?
It's very true. Very true.
Men are responsible for protection. But if you think about it, not just in relationship. In times of war,
men are the ones who are selected to
the police,
defend them.
Mostly men, firefighters, mostly men.
Because at the end of the day, it's also the masculinity.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Because men can survive most of the things compared to the woman. You know, because women also, as women, have their own, let's say, physical features compared to the men. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that's my take. I've only heard of the name, some of the guy, but at the end of the day, yeah.
Maybe if I bring this next, let's say, topic about Andrew Tate, your hatred for him might grow, right?
With the next video now.
No, not with the next video. So let's play the video first, then we'll get your reaction.
Okay.
The arrest, yes. I'll give you
But he lives inside a club?
No, looks like a club, huh?
Yeah, it looked like a club in the front part.
But I'm not sure why this is.
Actually, what piece of lie.
Why do you take the birds? Are the accusation realistic?
It doesn't make me change my opinion. It more says I was a bit right what I said before.
Yeah, that's what I knew. Okay.
No, but then I have no context of his arrest.
I'll give you context to the arrest, right? I just wanted you to watch.
It was written because he was accused of rape and human trafficking.
I didn't see it. I was looking at the video more than the text.
So you think it cements your position on Andrew Tate that he's this type of person?
Like, I think being so confident and trying to prove his opinion, to people, and by saying things other people will perceive as a good things, and then he'll convince people to follow him. Being that confident, he covers some things, some problems he had in his life before. So maybe because of this, if it was true, because of this human trafficking and rape, this was somehow, the thing from his childhood, because usually it's deep in the childhood, that he went into it, and because of being so confident, he was trying to
cover up that,
kind of, because,
All right. So let me give you context a bit, right? So he was arrested. It was, I think, New Year's Eve. Probably, right?
But it was confirmed, or we don't know yet?
No, right? There's no charges. He's just being detained. So he was arrested for alleged human trafficking, also rape. Grape, I think in YouTube you need to say grape, because, and also there was one more charge, organized crime, but these are just allegations. He has not been charged. He's been almost 60 days in prison, but a lot of, let's say, information is coming out that these are just allegations. Because he's wealthy, he's rich. Usually rich people always get targets on their back, but these allegations are just allegations.
But does
That's
it,
investigating.
They're collecting.
but don't you think
evidence.
such things happen only to the arrogant?
Not only to the arrogant, because if you think about it, if you think about, let's say, high value men, so men who have influence, status, money, right, and who are seen in society as, let's say, large figures. A lot of them go through, let's say, allegations like this, but it's not out of ignorance, right? The world is changing. A lot of people have you watched the Amber Heard's case with Johnny Depp? Do you know anything about it?
I just had the divorce, but I don't know what was behind everything.
Okay.
Just like
She claimed she was physically abused.
She claimed.
She
claimed.
Yeah, but when they went for trial in the States, it was actually proven that she was the one who was abusing,
Harassing.
and she staged all the evidence. So the event was fake, and she was the one who was actually abusing him. So why, if you think about why did she do that? Because she get more money out of him, right? Right. If these girls, if they win the case, they get settlements, right? They get large amount of money. Yeah. So right now it's not been proven. There is no evidence. They've been investigating for the past 1 year or more, and they have not brought any charges. So these are just allegations. So, but keep your opinion about him for now. Probably you might actually end up liking his message. To be honest, I would try to.
You know, everyone has something interesting to say, so I don't have to take every word he's saying, but I can take some of it.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
true. So, but it's funny because it never crossed my path. Maybe after we talked about it, it might start appearing all over
Exactly.
the process.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
I'll have
Exactly.
new converts.